There's an old saying in corrections that it isn't the bars, and the fence lines, and the walls that keep inmates in jails and prisons. It's the correctional staff. After all, inmates would cut through bars and climb fences and break down walls if the staff wasn't constantly paying attention to the security of the institution. Every correctional facility is different, so each has its own unique requirements when it comes to actual procedures for security. But as every experienced worker knows, the principles for security are the same everywhere. This program looks at those principles, and whether you're a correctional officer in custody, or a correctional staff member in administration, or food services, or an employee in any area of a correctional facility, these are principles for maintaining security that as long as you're in corrections, you can never forget. For example, the first principle of security is this very idea. Every employee is responsible for security. Now, correctional officers have the primary responsibility for conducting security inspections, both inside and outside. But every single employee at a correctional facility is responsible for the security of their area. That area can be as large as a gymnasium or as small as a desk. Any place that any inmates are allowed to go is potentially a place where they can hide contraband, weapons, and escape paraphernalia. So if you work in such an area, it is your responsibility to make sure that they don't. There's a famous saying in corrections that exemplifies the mental attitude the good correctional employees have about themselves. Every good correctional worker says, "No one cares more about security than I do." With this attitude, you're accepting personal responsibility to do your best to keep your jail or prison secure and not to leave security up to others. This attitude is considered so important that it too has become a principle of correctional security. Here's a principle you can bet on. Security will be tested. If you're new to an area, the inmates will test to see just how determined you are to adhere to security procedures.